At its heart, Agile is simply a set of 4 value preferences. So we value responding to change over following a plan. We value individuals and interactions over processes and tools. We value working software over comprehensive documentation, and client collaboration over contract negotiation. So what these all push towards is very much an integrated team that proceeds by discussion and refinement. That's both within the implementation team and between the implementation team, the product team, whatever you wish to call them, and the client themselves as part of a broader team, continually refining their idea of what the project should be and what it can deliver. And very much that interactive approach favored over a big design up front, favored over, say, a comprehensive specification, a comprehensive project plan that states up front, we'll be doing this and this week and this week.
So it sounds like a very different model from probably what most people are familiar with software, and I think it sounds almost scary, if you like, in that doesn't sound like there's a lot of planning there.
Sure, it's certainly very different from your traditional project management methods, and say your Prince 2, which very much lays out expectations for week 1 and week 2 and week N at the start, and a full product breakdown and so on and so forth. Is there not much planning? Well, that depends on your flavor of Agile. Agile is not a single monolithic methodology or set of rules. There are different flavors and different implementations. So for instance, if you were going with DSDM, which is one of the perhaps slightly lesser known flavors of Agile, it's much more prescriptive. It can actually give you a project plan that says what we'll be doing in week 14. If you go with Kanban, there is precious little planning, and that might be a scary thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but for a company just starting an Agile transition, Kanban might be a little too seat of the pants, a place to start.
So what do you think the benefits are for going this approach to, say, a traditional waterfall within a digital product environment?
I think it's all about realism. If you lay out up front exactly what you expect your product to be and exactly when you expect to be implementing which part of it, it's very simple, you're going to be wrong.
Fair enough.
Even in terms of what you expect your product to be, as you see the product evolve, your aspirations for it will change. This is a product that's never been seen before. It's not something you can buy off the shelf. If it were, then you'd buy it off the shelf. Even if you're writing a competitor to Microsoft Word, you don't want it to be identical to Microsoft Word. You want something to differentiate it, and those factors will evolve as you see the product evolve. And in terms of the team and what will happen in week 1, 2, 3, and 5, there is no telling what will happen, and both in terms of what they find easier than expected, what they find harder than expected. The likelihood, if you lay out a comprehensive project plan from day one, is that you'll be disappointed.